From Bureaus Worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Back at it here. Brand new work week. It's a Monday. Welcome to Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Mike Will with Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all of our news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. It's a Monday, the 14th day of July for 2025. Former Husker Ndamukong Suh has announced his retirement from the NFL on the first anniversary of his father's death. We'll be talking about that coming up during the show today. Also, a big day for us here on Extreme Sports as Hastings College has extended their contract with us as the Hastings College broadcast partner for the 2025-2026 season. We'll be talking about that. A lot of Legion baseball played around the area last night as they get ready for their area tournaments coming up this weekend. Got the Hastings 5 Points Bank Chiefs and the Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes Braves. Had some area tournaments over the weekend as far as classes B and C are concerned. For the juniors, we'll see who's still alive in some of those tournaments. We head to the All-Star break in Major League Baseball. Kansas City picking up a win yesterday over the Mets by the score of 3-2. Hastings Sodbusters, they're back in action tonight out of Duncan Field. So a full plate of sports to talk about here this morning. Also going to be checking in, got a conversation with Jason Haase. He's the captain for the Hastings Police Department. They got a new grant here recently. We'll be talking about what that grant is all about on the show here today. So a lot of things to discuss as we get you up and get you going here for a Monday as we welcome in Tyson from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And a good morning. Yeah, taking a little break from College Football 26 to join you here this morning as we get up and get going. You'll be pleased to know that the Missouri State Bears are alive and well and now for the first time in program history, bowl eligible. We've eclipsed the 6-game mark in the first season of my dynasty. Other than that, happy Derby Day, my friend, as we get set to see some moonshots tonight from the likes of Raleigh and O'Neill Cruz and Buxton. Should be a lot of fun at the All-Star break tonight as we get set for the big flies.
Yeah, you get the Home Run Derby tonight, then the All-Star game is tomorrow, then the Major League teams will take a couple of days off and then get back into action again this weekend. You bring that up, and now I'm feeling bad because I failed to do my homework over the weekend.
Oh, no.
I'll just rely on the expert like you are in Major League Baseball. I'll just rely on you. I didn't do my homework. I didn't bracket out the Home Run Derby for tonight. I'm sorry. I get an F on my homework.
That's all right.
Yeah, I had a full weekend, and just as you mentioned that this morning, right off of the top of the show, I thought, oh, crap.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap. I didn't bracket out the Home Run Derby.
I'll give you my top 3.
All right.
I think that's a good way to go about it. I like O'Neill Cruz. I think the Home Run Derby is perfect for his swing style. I think that, in the StatCast era, like the StatCast was made for players like O'Neill Cruz. They hit the ball harder than anybody else in the league. The amount of time that his home run balls stay in the air, which is kind of a big thing when you're playing against the timer. If you hit these moon shots that are taking 7 to 10 seconds to land, then you're losing time. When O'Neill Cruz has this ability to if you're in the first row in right field, you're gonna have to duck because you're unlikely to get your head taken off by some of these line drive shots. I mean, it's just the way he swings. So I think it's built for him. I like O'Neal Cruz. It's really hard to go against a guy like Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, who is on pace, I think, for 80 home runs this year, and likely will be a fun watch for the second half of the season if you're into records and things. So give me O'Neal Cruz, Cal Raleigh, and then I like Jazz. I think Jazz likes to put on a show. Jazz Chisholm will be one of those guys that the crowd gets behind him. Then he just kind of starts showing off. He's another one of those short to it, long through it kind of hitters that doesn't have a lot of like high arcing moonshots that's kind of built for this home run derby. So yeah, I like O'Neal Cruz, Cal Raleigh, Jazz Chisholm, probably my top three.
Who's going to win it then?
Cruz.
Cruz will.
Cruz and the Cruz missiles.
Yeah, all right, so that's the home run derby tonight. Again, the All-Star game is tomorrow. The Royals, they finish off the first half of the season with a win over the New York Mets yesterday, 3-2. So the Royals enter the All-Star break at 47-50. They've got some work to do. They're still 12 games behind Detroit in the American League Eastern Division. The other divisional leaders at the break in the American League are Toronto and Houston. The National League divisional leaders, Philadelphia, the Chicago Cubs, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Any surprises, I guess, at the halfway point?
I don't think like surprises. Maybe Chicago, because I think that both the Cubs and Cardinals kind of thought they were going to be fighting for second place in the NL Central this year. There was so much talk about the Milwaukee Brewers, and obviously for right reason. I mean, they got a rookie starting pitcher that's only made 5 appearances and has already made his way into the All-Star game. And so Milwaukee could still arguably get hot. I think Chicago at the top of the Central. Detroit's not a surprise that they're at the top of the Central. Detroit's a surprise that they are so far in front of everybody else at the top of the Central, that they have absolutely accelerated and put everybody in the rearview mirror. You talk about a lot of ground to make up for the Royals if they're going to catch Detroit. Start making plans to catch for wild card. Nobody's at this point. It would take a Herculean effort of the Tigers to get themselves out of first place. They would have to have a historically bad second half of the season, and so I think the rest of the American League Central is going to be playing for a wild card. Other than that, not too many big surprises. New York stumbling out of the first place ranks towards the end of the All-Star race, All-Star break, was a little concerning. And I say that here in the Midwest, knowing that the New York media is in full-blown panic mode right now about how they just backpedaled so quick down the All-Star stretch. So they're going to need a big second half. It'll be a fun trade deadline watch. I mean, I think that's kind of the most. The next 2 weeks after the All-Star break is just trade fever, and you love it. And there's going to be some teams making some moves.
The Major League Baseball draft is also going on. They got to slide that in here during the All-Star break. High school shortstop Ethan Willits was the number one pick, kind of a surprise number one pick of the Washington Nationals. He's a shortstop. He was the number one pick yesterday. The Los Angeles Angels, they picked second. They took UC Santa Barbara starting pitcher Tyler Bremer with a number 2 pick. Let's see, the number 3 pick was LSU left-handed pitcher Cade Anderson. He went with a number 3 pick to the Seattle Mariners. Colorado Rockies followed by taking infielder Ethan Holiday, the son of one of the best players in their franchise history, at the number 4 pick. So those are your top 4 picks.
You're going to stop right at 4 when the Cardinals picked 5 and ended up getting Doyle, the left-hander from Tennessee.
Well, I thought that you would explode with the number 5 pick, so I'm bowing out at number 4 and let you take over with the number 5 pick for St. Louis.
I'm excited. I love this guy. I had an opportunity. It was interesting because I was watching Call Me a Baseball Nerd and tell me I'm a baseball nerd without telling me I'm a baseball nerd. I was watching old college baseball highlights
Oh, you're a nerd.
About 2 days prior to the MLB draft. And it just happened to be this sequence from Doyle where he had gotten all set up and then they had called time on him. I mean, and it was a huge pitch. Game situation, bases were loaded. It was the 8th inning, and it was not even like the batter that called time. It was the third base coach that went down the line to call time to like bring everybody in just to try to ice him. And he just went into takeover mode at that point. And then he gets a call on the edge, doesn't go his way. It was a strike that you could clearly see on K Zone. And he just kind of deflected all that. He didn't turn into a head case. He just went back, rocked and fired. He's an emotional guy. He's one of those guys that's going to high step off the mound when he gets you for the strikeout. I love the intensity, and I'm super excited about this guy. I think we signed him this year, and we immediately put him into the rotation. That's not what's going to happen. That's what I would like to see happen, just because I love seeing these young guys go out there and do their thing. But expected arrival in 2026 for sure for St. Louis.
We'll see as some Nebraska players get chosen as this draft continues here this week. John Elway will not face charges related to the death of his longtime friend, business partner, and former agent, Jeff Spearbeck, who died back in April. Remember, from injuries suffered when he fell off of his golf cart that was being driven by the Hall of Fame quarterback. The Riverside County, California Sheriff, Chad Bianco, says the investigation into Spearbeck's death has concluded that it was an accident and that no official charges will be made on John Elway, so he's cleared. A formal announcement will be made today, so that's kind of expected. But, yeah, John was driving a golf cart and somebody fell out of it. They probably had a night of drinking or two, probably had a toddy or two, and he fell out of the golf cart. It happens. It happens. 402-834-1330 is our telephone number. If you'd like to chime in with us here today, you'd like to leave us a message on any of our social media sites. We're monitoring all of those comments as well. The Dallas Mavericks are shutting down Cooper Flagg for the remainder of the NBA Summer League. Flagg has played in 2 games in the Summer League. He was the number 1 draft pick for the Dallas Mavericks. He shot 10 for 21 from the floor in the Summer League against the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday after he struggled going 5 for 21 in his first game. So, yeah, that just shows that Cooper Flagg can play in the NBA. They don't need to see anything more, and Cooper Flagg is going to be shut down after just 2 games in the Summer League out in Vegas.
There's zero reason to keep him going and risk injury to your number 1 draft pick and overall investment for the future. So, get out there, get your legs under you, and then enjoy the rest of the summer before the season begins.
Yeah, 5 for 21 in his first game, and they thought, oh, no, this guy can't play. So they throw him in there again in the second game, and he goes 10 for 21, good performance, and they say, you're done. We don't need to say anything more. It's obvious that you can play in the NBA and take the rest of the summer off. What else is going on? Wimbledon? Did you watch any of the men's final over the weekend? Tell me you did.
No.
Yannick Sinner.
Who?
Defeated 2-time champion Carlos Alcaraz.
Sure. Your guess is as good as mine, man.
4-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. He won the Wimbledon Championship to reverse the result of their epic French Open final last month. So
I'll miss that too.
Yannick Sinner, he came back. Did you catch any of this celebrity golf tournament over the weekend in Tahoe?
Also no.
Missed that as well?
Yeah.
Former NHL player Joe
Thornton?
Pavelski?
Joey P. Yeah, Joey Pavelski.
You know him?
Yeah.
He won the American Century Championship on Sunday in Edgewood, Tahoe, closing with an eagle to beat former pitcher John Schmaltz by 9 points in a wire-to-wire victory in the celebrity event. They used a modified Stapleford scoring system. Pavelski finished with 73 points. He was second last year behind former tennis player Marty Fish. Smoltz finished second. Country music star Jake Owen was third.
Celebrity golf.
Let's see what else. Charles Barkley, he was 69th
Nice.
in the 90-player field at minus 17 points. Hell, he's not a golfer.
No, have you ever seen him swing?
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it mirrors some swings that I see on a course weekly.
Blue Hill Open.
Let's see. Stephen Curry, the 2023 winner, was fifth. Taylor Twellman, a former soccer player, he was fourth. Kelsey's played in this thing. Travis and Jason Kelsey. I don't know how they did, but they sang a mean karaoke event during this golf tournament. That was kind of on the social media sites over the weekend. You probably missed that too. Hell, you were playing video games all weekend. You missed out on a lot of the sports scene.
No idea what you're talking about, and there was like no sports scene. Like it's All-Star weekend. Like, excuse me. There's no sports on All-Stars. Like this is the stuff we make up.
No.
We're talking about Wimbledon and celebrity golf.
I see you must have changed. You changed around your office over the weekend, didn't you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
You
look a little different today.
I look different. I just
No,
moved the position of the camera.
Yeah, your surroundings look a little different.
I've added a tripod to the Western Studios. We've extended the office a little bit, so we've opened up the desk area. So now I've kind of got like a horseshoe, which is super exciting, and we are one nice little office rolly chair away from almost being complete. It looks like a halfway credible studio here.
Yeah, your studio looks a hell of a lot better than the Eastern Studios.
Oh, thank you.
I saw the picture yesterday you provided me. I got
take
jealous.
Yeah.
I got jealous. We're still looking for a rolling chair for you?
Oh, yeah. Well, it can't be a rolling chair because it's carpet, so we're not going to roll anywhere.
Oh, I'll have to get you one of those plastic things
Yeah.
to roll around on.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be
So
the
now you're
topper.
talking.
That would be the topper on your little office there. You need one of those plastic things, plexiglass things that you can roll around in
Absolutely.
and go from desk to desk. God, you're looking all right over in the Western Studios.
It's
Anyway,
not too bad.
402-834-1330 is our telephone number. That's the fan line if you want to chime in and hear today. You want to talk about anything that we've talked about so far, anything that's on your mind for the weekend, give us a call. Leave us a message on our social media sites. Got a lot of folks in the lobby here today, racing over the weekend. We ran another damn road course. NASCAR needs to trim this down. All of a sudden, the NASCAR circuit is turned into a road course circuit.
Good.
No, it's not good. NASCAR is supposed to be running on ovals.
Left turn, left turn.
Yeah, it's all right if we have
left turn.
a road race occasionally, but we've got 7 of them this year on the NASCAR schedule. Way, way, way too many.
Wow. Didn't know that turning right would ruffle the feathers of the NASCAR faithful so heavily.
So guess who won again yesterday?
The road course guy,
Shane Van Gisbergen.
I was almost right.
Yeah, he won again. That's his 3rd consecutive win on the road course. You get him back on the oval, and he's not diddly squat.
Okay, so here's my question. If you have all these road course races, how many road course races are they putting in the playoff?
I think there's one in the playoff.
There's one road course race in the playoff, so this Van Gisberg guy
Yeah.
who wins on the road courses
He wins all the
only
time.
going to have a legitimate chance to win one race.
That will move him on, though.
You know,
If
it
you
would piss
win
a
a
lot of
race in
people
a-
off of that's like at the end.
Yeah, it's at the end of the season, so if you win, you move on to the next round.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So Shane Van Gisbergen, who wins all the... I told my wife yesterday as that race was unfolding, I said, I hope somebody takes him out. I'm getting tired of Shane Van Gisbergen. I know he's good at road courses, but I'm tired of him. Being a NASCAR fan, and I'm tired of these road courses. They put 2 of them back to back.
This is brilliant.
They put 2 road courses back to back. Hell, let's run another one this week, shall we? They're not, but we should. Shane Van Gisbergen.
I take it your fantasy NASCAR team took a hit?
No, I had him in there because he wins all the time.
Nice. But so did everybody else.
Yeah, so did everybody else, so I didn't gain anything. Shane Van Gisbergen won. Chase Briscoe was second. Chase Elliott third. Michael McDowell was fourth. Christopher Bell was fifth on the NASCAR circuit yesterday. But I'm fed up with road courses. Can't stand them. Just give me some damn chicken wings, will you? Now I'm fed up with road courses on the NASCAR
Can't stand road
circuit.
courses.
Just give me an oval, will you? Just give me an oval that the NASCAR guys can race on, will you? An oval with 4 corners, not 17 damn corners. We race Chicago, Sonoma. I'm tired of road courses.
I'm sorry.
So
I have no argument. I mean, I can't argue one way or the other. I would like to think that if I did watch NASCAR on a regular basis, that I would be more into like right turns and actual.
No, that burnt my butt yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Burnt my butt yesterday. I had to watch another road course. And then Shane Van Gisbergen.
So what makes it like dramatically less entertaining than literally watching 4 left turns?
Because this guy wins
seconds?
all the time.
So,
at least in the oval, we have different winners.
That's the argument?
Well, that's my argument. Plus, I don't like road courses. Can't stand them. And then with Shane Van Gisbergen winning all the time, I like road courses even less. I wanted somebody to take him out yesterday.
Hashtag what triggers NASCAR fans? Road courses. Who knew?
Yeah, I got some NASCAR people in the lobby, so who's on my island with me? Who's on my island? People that can't stand road courses and are getting tired of Shane Van Gisbergen winning all the time.
I don't know. If I'm watching NASCAR, which is, be honest, it's brutally rare. But I like Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond. Give me the short tracks.
Those are all ovals.
But they're all short tracks too.
Yeah.
So you get like 30 cars on one turn. It's great.
It's like bumper cars.
Yeah, bumper cars. Exactly.
Bumper cars at the carnival, at the fair. Anyway, that's just my take on the NASCAR weekend.
I'm sorry you had a bad NASCAR weekend.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Hopefully a better week is in store for you.
Yeah, where they race next weekend. I think Dover, which is an oval. They got 4 corners, not 17.
Glad you have something to look forward to this weekend.
Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Monday.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start in Grand Island this morning, where the formal dedication of the Nebraska Veterans Cemetery took place over the weekend. The program featured Master of Ceremony State Director John Hilgert, featured speakers Governor Jim Pillen, U.S. Senator Deb Fischer, Senator Pete Ricketts, and District 35 Senator Dan Quick. Meanwhile, in Fullerton, a drowning incident occurring at Powerhouse Park. Witnesses reported that 2 teenagers were swimming in the Cedar River near the Lowhead Dam when a 15-year-old girl was swept underwater by the strong current. First responders located the victim caught in the turbulent waters downstream of the dam. Life-saving efforts, including CPR, were immediately initiated at the scene. The victim was then transported by ambulance to Merritt County Medical Center, where she was pronounced deceased. Harlan County first responders were on scene at a head-on collision involving a semi and an SUV on Highway 183. The SUV, driven by 28-year-old Haley Beeson of Holdridge, was northbound on the highway when it crossed the center line and struck a southbound semi. Beeson was transported to the Phelps Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced deceased. It's coming up on 7:25. We will swing things from the newly renovated East Side Studios to the West Side Studios. No, other side. I got my directions all screwed up. Anyways, here's Mike with sports.
Hey, Hastings College has extended their contract with Extreme Sports as the Hastings College broadcast partner for the 2025-2026 season. Extreme Sports will continue to broadcast Hastings College football games home and away this year, in addition to conference volleyball home matches, conference soccer home matches, men's and women's conference basketball games home and away, conference baseball home games, and conference softball home games. Extreme Sports will also provide play-by-play for 5 men's volleyball home games this season. The games will be simulcast on the GPAC network and the Hastings College streaming service. Hastings College broadcasts are available on the Extreme Sports website at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with a free mobile app, on a smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. In addition to the audio broadcast, fans will be able to enjoy a video feed of most home games. Former Husker Ndamukong Suh has announced his retirement from the NFL. On the first anniversary of his father's death, Suh was the number 2 pick of the Detroit Lions in the 2010 NFL Draft. He spent 5 years in Detroit and then played for Miami, the Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay, and Philadelphia. He's been out of football for the past 2 seasons. He won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers in 2020. Suh finished with 600 career tackles and 71.5 sacks, adding 1 interception, 5 forced fumbles, and 9 fumble recoveries, with 3 being returned for touchdowns. He appeared in 199 games. Hastings 5 Points Bank finished 3-1 in the Hastings Kearney tournament over the weekend. The Chiefs are now 25-9 in the season and will play the Rolling Hills Supply Post 43 Seniors of Wayne coming up on Wednesday in Grand Island. Hastings will open the area tournament on Friday in North Platte. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes went 3-1 in the Lincoln tournament. The Braves are now 20-9 in the season. They'll play in the area tournament beginning Friday in Kearney. Hastings Runza went 3-2 in their games this weekend. The Warriors split games with Elkhorn North and Creighton Prep and beat Lexington. Runza is now 22-10-2. At the B6 Juniors tournament in Holdridge, McCook will play Alliance at 1:30 today, followed by Holdridge against Broken Bow at 4. At the C4 tournament in Hebron, Utica will play Hebron at 5:30, followed by Tri-County against Sutton. At the C5 tournament at Silver Creek, Ord will play Palmer Walbach Greeley at 7. The winner plays St. Paul for the championship on Tuesday. At the C6 tournament in Loomis, Ravenna will play Overton at 6 tonight. The winner plays Loomis for the championship on Tuesday at 5. Kansas City Royals beat the New York Mets 3-2 yesterday. The Royals entered the All-Star break 47-50, 12 games behind Detroit in the American League East. The other divisional leaders in the American League are Toronto and Houston. The National League divisional leaders are Philadelphia, the Chicago Cubs, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hastings Sodbusters, they will host the Nebraska Prospects tonight at Duncan Field. First pitch will be at 6:35. That's a check into sports headlines. 7:28 now on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Summer heat returns the next couple days here in south central Nebraska. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. Plenty of sunshine today on Monday, a high of 92, 66 overnight tonight, 91 and sunny on Tuesday. A little bit more wind on Tuesday. We'll have southerly winds gusting to 25 miles per hour. Then we have chances for showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday night. Slight risk 2 out of 5 in place just to the north of the Tri-Cities, and a marginal risk 1 out of 5 on Wednesday.
Right now, as you wake up, get going, we've got south winds at 6. It is sunny and it's 65 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Wells, Tyson O'Brien with you. You're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Monday, the 14th day of July for 2025. A big day for us as Hastings College has extended their contract with us. Woo-hoo. We're going to be the broadcast partner for another season for Broncos sports this year. In addition to everything we did last year, adding to the sports agenda this year is going to be men's volleyball. We'll have 5 games featuring men's volleyball later on this season. So in addition to what we were doing before last year in our first year of the agreement, we've added a few things. This has been in the works for past couple of months. It was just a matter of time before we got to announce it, so we get to announce it today. So looking forward to another exciting season. You're a big part of that is you'll take care of all the duties that you had last year in addition to men's volleyball for the upcoming season.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll get things started with the football season at the end of August, complete with volleyball and soccer. So the fall season is kind of busy for us.
I was going to say, is men's volleyball the fall sport?
It's, I think it's spring.
Okay.
So it's like at the end of basketball, at the beginning of your spring sports season. It's kind of one of those sports.
I just wanted to know when it.
Yeah.
When I had to prepare for it.
Yeah, we don't need anything more for the fall, do we?
We're pretty busy.
Yeah, we got football, and then we got soccer, and we got volleyball, all going at the same time. But we'll be able to handle that. So we're excited for another season of Broncos sports here on Extreme Sports as they are partnering with us again for the 2025-2026 season.
Great
Let's
to be
see.
a Bronco.
What else is going on? You didn't do anything all week. How's the video game going?
It's still fantastic. I will swear by it. It's the greatest game that's been created to date. Stoked about it. Been playing in my offline dynasty with Missouri State. Got an online dynasty with my friend Dakota going. We're not doing too well. Started off with 1-star schools. I took UMass. It's been a massive failure. But yeah, Missouri State's rolling. We're kicking ass.
All right. That's the College Football 26 EA Sports that he finally got downloaded to his PS5 last week after.
It's just got me jonesing for the football season. I mean, that's the only thing that this did was now I just can't wait for 6 more Saturdays until we kick off college football.
God, so how many hours did you play it this weekend?
Not as much as you'd think. We had like a grilling event Saturday, so
it took you away from your
took me away from the game. But Friday, I probably put in a solid day at the office. Good 5 hours on it, probably. Yesterday, chalk up another 4. So I don't know, probably 12. Probably 12 hours over the weekend.
Yeah, that's what single guys do, I guess.
Spent playing a little ball.
That's what single guys do.
Oh, it wasn't anything distracting on the TV.
What do you mean? I just brought up all this stuff in our first half hour, and you said you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. I'm not.
The men's championship. You had the celebrity golf event. You had NASCAR racing. Indy was over in Iowa this weekend.
Holy crap! Let's talk about that. Because your daughter was like literally caught up in a tornado.
Wait until she gets home. I'm gonna have a little conversation with her.
Uh-oh. Is she in trouble?
Did you see the stuff she posted on Facebook and social media sites?
200 yards away from it.
From a tornado.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have anywhere to go. They're over to Newton, Iowa, to the IndyCar races.
Mm-hmm.
And a tornado came within 3 miles of the track on Friday. So what's everybody doing? They're standing out there with their cameras watching this thing.
Yeah.
3 miles from the track. I mean, and it was a big one, too. It was not just a little funnel cloud. This thing was big at the base. So they're just standing there taking pictures of it.
What else are you doing?
Wouldn't you look for some place to maybe take shelter?
How do you know that you have Nebraskans at the Iowa Speedway? They're out watching the Twister.
Well, even if they're Iowa people, they should know. There's Twisters in Iowa.
Sure.
Yeah, so all these people are just standing out there with this tornado 3 miles away, big as a tree trunk, the base of it in this picture. Yeah, we're going to have a little conversation about safety. Sit down and have a little conversation. Yeah, did you see that sucker?
Spectacular views. I saw the post from some of the drivers on social media that were also out watching it. So I guess if they're not grabbing their drivers.
Yeah, they have a lot of courage anyway.
Right.
So they're out there taking pictures. It was all over the drivers' pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then Amber, she took some pictures. But yeah, that's what they ran into Friday. So you did at least have some contact with the outside world during your weekend.
Oh, I knew there was sports. I was watching a little bit of the draft last night. I watched the first 5 picks. Once the Cardinals made their pick, I called her good.
Shut her down. Good enough for me. All right, 7:39. We had you out and about. You ran into Jason Haase from the Hastings Police Department here recently.
Yeah, we talked a little bit at the end of last week about this new grant that they have been given with a focus on speeding vehicles. So I made a trip to the police station voluntarily. Made a trip to the police station and caught up with my good buddy, Captain Jason Haase. First of a two-part interview here on the show as we discuss not only the grant, but also some of the other happenings at the HPD. Central Nebraska's newest morning show continues here on Huddle Up here this morning as we have made our way to the police station. No worries to everybody. I'm not in trouble. We're going to be talking with Captain Jason Haase with the Hastings Police Department as we discuss a recently awarded grant for some added enforcement here in the Hastings community that's specifically targeting speeding vehicles. And we'll also dive into a few of the other things that are going on here at the HPD. But first of all, Captain, really appreciate the time, and we thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
We brought you on, as we mentioned, earlier this week. We got a news release from the city of Hastings Police Department getting awarded a grant for some added enforcement, specifically targeting speeding vehicles. And whether it's here in the city of Hastings or whether it's statewide, we have seen quite the increase in terms of speeding vehicles and in terms of the amount of speeding vehicles. I mean, some upwards of triple digits sometimes, and it's been certainly worrisome, and we're cracking down on that here at the city level. Let's just kind of dive in and talk a little bit about this grant that was awarded by the city.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's important to recognize, we talk about, you mentioned triple digits. We see some of those posts come out of Nebraska State Patrol or some of those agencies that actually cover the interstate, or some of those big, those bigger highways that are seeing those 100-mile-an-hour plus. And I guess that's really the driving force behind this, to say, hey, we have to reduce people that are speeding, because a portion of that is causing these fatality accidents and these serious injury accidents. So we look at it from the side of Hastings and inside of Adams County and inside of city limits. Yeah, we're maybe not seeing some of those triple digits, right, much within our jurisdiction, maybe up on 281 a little bit. But the fact that remains, speeding has absolutely been linked to some of the serious fatality crashes or injury crashes that we've had over the last several years. Now, some of the feedback that we're kind of already seeing on some of the social media that says, well, gosh, how about more of the distracted driving? Sure, absolutely. And there's grants for that too. And we apply for those grants. And we apply for grants that focus on drunk driving. And we apply for grants that talk about seatbelt violations and those kind of things. So it's important to kind of recognize, hey, what we're doing, where we're going with things, saying this is unique to speeding and reducing speeding and the subsequent fatality. So kind of like to get that out there a little bit early on. Sure. That it's not, we agree, distracted driving is just as big a problem. This grant from the Nebraska Department of Transportation is unique to speeding, and so that's what this enforcement is all about.
Now, with the added enforcement, there is going to be some overtime hours that get put in here by the HPD. So when we are talking about the larger umbrella of issues with driving, whether it be distracted driving, whether it be with speeding or other issues, with the added enforcement comes the added opportunity to ticket more of that, find more of that, right?
Right, and so that's the unique part about grant and grant funded opportunities like this, because this is not the police officers are out handling the assault calls, the shoplifting calls, those sorts of things. This is above and beyond their normal daily duties, and so it is 100% funded by this grant. So no City of Hastings general fund tax dollars are used to pay these officers. It's completely grant funded, and they're all completely overtime officers. They could come in before their shift, they can stay late after their shift, they can come in on their days off and things like that. They're required to sign up. We have specific hours that they can work, so that we're saying, hey, this is where we have these problems. We don't have a problem at 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're not going to have the officers work at 3 o'clock in the morning. The normal shift that works at 3 o'clock in the morning can handle our day-to-day problems there. And so really going to focus on it. The second piece of that is that it allows those officers to go out and focus specifically on the problem, which is the speeding and the subsequent injury accidents and fatality accidents that we've seen, and just getting people to say, hey, listen, we want them to voluntarily comply with the speed limit signs. When you don't do that, we don't enjoy writing tickets. Contrary to popular belief, whatever you might have seen or heard, quotas are illegal. You can't have a quota for your officers. State statute says you can't do that. And so, the grant is encouraging going out and saying, hey, we recognize that we don't want to write speeding tickets. However, the speed limit signs are there for a reason. Is there a little bit of grace? Well, sure, there's a little bit of grace. But what we're focusing on is these speeds that are excessive, that have been shown are causing accidents. And so these officers doing this over time, they're going to go out, they're going to specifically look for these kinds of driving behaviors, and in the areas that are saying they're very much a detriment, and they very much are likely to cause a serious injury or fatality accident. So some are on the main drags, right? Some are going to be on Burlington. Some are going to be on 2nd Street, going to be on 12th Street. Really, through social media, some posts that we've got is really how we're identifying them. People are commenting on our social media posts saying, well, hey, Park Lane Drive is a problem. Sycamore is a problem. This time is a problem, but only during these parts of the hour or parts of the day. And so we're actually taking all of that feedback and saying, hey, officers, when you go work this, don't just drive around randomly. We're going to target specific areas. So we're all about it. Encourage all the comments and things like that we're getting on the social media is fantastic for us, because it's going to allow us to go, we didn't realize there was a problem there. Nobody ever calls and tells us that there's a problem on Brentwood Avenue at 9 o'clock in the morning, and so we actually encourage it. A lot of comments and things like that can be seen as negative. In this situation, we encourage them.
I know you mentioned north of 281, and as you're going north towards the city limit sign, that seems to be where we've seen an uptick, at least in the past couple of years, of some accidents for sure, most likely due to speeding. And I don't want to say this in terms of a be aware and dodge the cop situation, but is there some specific areas in the city limits that you are kind of focused on that have been identified as some trouble spots?
So 100% you're right, and that's kind of maybe a two-part question. So first and foremost, yes, there are absolutely areas that we've identified. You talk about 281 going north out of Hastings. So for example, we know that 33rd, we know that 42nd, and we know that Lachlan Road are all high traffic volume areas, and we know that historically we have significant injuries there, or when the crashes, they are not usually a fender bender, they are significant. We're fortunate that we really haven't had the fatality accidents at those intersections. However, very serious injuries and significant loss of property when we talk about multiple vehicles being completely totaled, light poles, and then the disruption of services for people coming in and out of Hastings. So great part about, so 281, for example, at those intersections, we know that those, as you're going out of Hastings, you're by 33rd and 281, that's 45. And you get up to 42nd and 281, that goes up to 55. And you don't get to 70 until you're past Lachlan Road. And we're seeing a lot of people get right up there by the softball complex, by that area, and they say, cool, here we go, let's open it up, and we're doing 70 miles an hour by the time they get to Lachlan Road. People talk about, well, the second part of that is inattention. Well, they're not paying attention and things like that. That is partially true. What you also need to realize is the person that is on Lachlan Road that is anticipating crossing 281, they have watched 3 or 4 cars go by at 45 or 50 miles an hour. And they are anticipating the next car, at a glance, is doing 45 or 55 miles an hour, and they think they have enough room to cross. Yes, that would be their fault for not checking, but they're also seeing several cars go by at a certain speed. The brain says, sure, I've got enough time to make it. Well, that one car that's doing 70 or 75 coming up there now covered that distance much, much quicker, and that's where the accident happens.
All right, that's the first part of a two-part interview we're going to be featuring this week here on Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Jason Haase from the Hastings Police Department talking about a problem that I think we have here, and we can all agree that we have here, speeders.
So avoidable.
Yeah.
So avoidable. I mean, and and we're going to hear a little bit more tomorrow, but that's one of the things when I talk with my friends who are first responders, and I have several that are on the fire and rescue teams, and one of the things that frustrates them the most isn't the fact that they have to go to respond to these injury accidents. It's that they were all so avoidable, whether it's distracted driving or speeding. But I think that we jokingly say that you get on north on 281 and you're like in the Daytona 500 trying to get to Grand Island. I mean, it feels like it's bumper to bumper, and you're trying to catch clean air and get in somebody's draft. I mean, that's what it feels like on 281 the last several years. So if we could help curtail that and help bring those numbers down, this grant is going to take aim at that.
We'll get more from Jason Haase when we get together again tomorrow on Huddle Up. It is 7:51. You're waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning on Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Harlan County first responders were on scene at a head-on collision involving a semi and an SUV on Highway 183. The SUV, driven by 28-year-old Haley Beeson of Holdridge, was northbound on the highway when it crossed the center line and struck a southbound semi. Beeson was transported to the Phelps Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced deceased. Meanwhile, a drowning incident occurring at the Powerhouse Park in Fullerton. As witnesses reported, 2 teenagers were swimming in the Cedar River near the Lowhead Dam when a 15-year-old girl was swept underwater by the strong current. First responders located the victim caught in the turbulent waters downstream of the dam. Life-saving efforts, including CPR, were immediately initiated. The victim was then transported to ambulance to the Merrick County Medical Center, where she was later pronounced deceased. The formal dedication of the Nebraska Veterans Cemetery took place in Grand Island over the weekend. The program, featuring Master of Ceremonies and State Director John Hilgert, featured speakers Governor Jim Pillen, U.S. Senator Deb Fischer, Senator Ricketts, and District 35 State Senator Dan Quick. It is now 7:52. Time to head over to Mike Will for your check on sports.
Well, Hastings College has extended their contract with us here at Extreme Sports as the Hastings College broadcast partner for the 2025-2026 season. Extreme Sports will continue to broadcast all Hastings College football games home and away this year, in addition to conference volleyball home matches, conference soccer home matches, men's and women's conference basketball games, home and away, conference baseball home games, and conference softball home games. Extreme Sports will also provide play-by-play for 5 men's volleyball home games this season. The games will be simulcast on the GPAC network and the Hastings College streaming service. Hastings College broadcasts are available on the Extreme Sports website at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, on your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. In addition to the audio broadcast, fans will be able to enjoy a video feed of most home games. Former Husker Ndamukong Suh has announced his retirement from the NFL on the first anniversary of his father's death. Suh was the number 2 pick of the Detroit Lions in the 2010 NFL draft. He spent 5 years in Detroit and then played for Miami, the Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay, and Philadelphia. He's been out of football for the past 2 seasons. He won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers in 2020. Suh finished with 600 career tackles and 71.5 sacks, adding 1 interception, 5 forced fumbles, and 9 fumble recoveries, with 3 being returned for touchdowns. He appeared in 199 games. Hastings 5 Points Bank finished 3-1 in the Hastings Kearney tournament over the weekend. The Chiefs are now 25-9 in the season and will play the Rolling Hills Supply Post 43 Seniors of Wayne on Wednesday in Grand Island. Hastings will open the area tournament on Friday in North Platte. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes went 3-1 in the Lincoln tournament. The Braves are now 20-9 in the season, and will play in the area tournament on Friday in Kearney. Hastings Runza went 3-2 in their games this weekend. The Warriors split games with Elkhorn North and Creighton Prep and beat Lexington. Runza is now 22-10-2. At the B6 Juniors Tournament in Holdridge, McCook will play Alliance at 1:30 today, followed by Holdridge against Broken Bow at 4. At the C4 Tournament in Hebron, Utica will play Hebron at 5:30, followed by Tri-County against Sutton. At the C5 Tournament in Silver Creek, Ord will play Palmer Woolback Greeley at 7. The winner plays St. Paul for the championship on Tuesday. At the C6 Tournament in Loomis, Ravenna will play Overton at 6 tonight. The winner will play Loomis for the championship on Tuesday at 5. Kansas City Royals beat the New York Mets 3-2 yesterday. The Royals entered the All-Star break 47-50, 12 games behind Detroit in the American League East. The other divisional leaders in the American League are Toronto and Houston. The National League divisional leaders are Philadelphia, the Chicago Cubs, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the Hastings Sodbusters will host the Nebraska Prospects tonight at Duncan Field. First pitch will be at 6:35. To check in your sports headlines coming up on 7:56 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Summer heat returns the next couple days here in south central Nebraska. Hey, everybody. Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. Plenty of sunshine today on Monday, a high of 92, 66 overnight tonight, 91 and sunny on Tuesday. A little bit more wind on Tuesday. We'll have southerly winds gusting to 25 miles per hour. Then we have chances for showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday night. Slight risk 2 out of 5 in place just to the north of the Tri-Cities, and a marginal risk 1 out of 5 on Wednesday.
As you wake up, get going this morning, we've got south winds at 6. It is mostly sunny, 65 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance the Maletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Maletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beers, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MalettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Maletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson O'Brien. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Again, this week we've got area tournaments beginning for Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes and Hastings 5 Points Bank. The seniors playing out in North Platte. The juniors will be playing in Kearney. You'll be able to catch every pitch of every single game right here on Extreme Sports with both the Braves and the Chiefs coming up this weekend. So that's what's on our docket. We've got the state baseball tournament. Hopefully gets one, if not both teams into the state tournament next weekend. Seniors will be playing their state tournaments in Grand Island and in Omaha. And the juniors will be playing their state tournament in Omaha next weekend. So maybe a chance to get some teams rolling through the postseason. They've had great regular seasons, each with over 20 wins this year. And we'll see what we can do once the postseason gets here this weekend.
Brackets dropping today, hopefully?
Yeah, we kind of like to know what's going on.
That kind of, yeah.
With our schedule and everything, but you'll be able to catch all the games right here on Extreme Sports beginning this weekend.
There you go.
Anything else going on today?
We got a little Busters baseball going up against the Prospects tonight at Duncan Field, 6:35. Last opportunity for Margarita Monday. So get in and get opportunity to get some margaritas.
God, they serve margaritas on Monday.
Margarita Mondays. They're on special.
God.
Last time I quality control tested them, they were pretty good, so.
I bet. Well, margarita at the old ballpark.
Part of my duty on the baseball staff is to taste test, make sure that, quality control is good for the fans in attendance, and
everybody's got to do something.
Margarita Mondays are they don't stop on that list of things to make sure and sample. So, yep, get some margaritas, get a little Busters baseball action tonight. 6:35. Well, then, here we go. So we're DVRing. No spoilers tonight. Don't be texting my phone when I'm at the game. Updates on the home run derby. We're DVRing it, pausing it. We're gonna watch it live, if you will. Bunny ear quotes after we get done with the Buster game.
So your home run derby is gonna. How are you gonna do that?
By going over to my friend's house and watching the home run derby after the game's over?
I know that, but as sophisticated as your phone is, are you just going to shut your phone off all night?
Yeah. Gonna have to, right?
Yeah, you get messages and beeps and notifications.
You can turn those off.
I know, but you won't. You're going to have to just shut your phone off.
I'll just go into the settings and I'll turn my noties off.
Because they'll be tweeting out how the home run derby is doing. So you have to shut all that crap off on your phone, and you won't be able to turn them back on.
Oh, it's pretty easy. It's just a click of a button.
You'll forget.
Maybe
you'll forget tomorrow. You're gonna say, "Hey, how come I'm not getting any notifications on what's going on?" Oh yeah.
There's nothing going on. That too.
Yeah, it might be the rest of the week.
There's probably not going to be any notifications coming in from some of these sports apps because there's nothing happening in sports.
Just because Major League Baseball is on their All-Star break doesn't mean there's nothing going on in sports.
Keep that quote.
Tomorrow,
talk to me again on a Wednesday.
Yeah, when we're trying to figure out something to talk about.
Talk to me on a Wednesday and tell me that just because the baseball's on the break.
No, Wednesday will be all right because we'll be able to talk about the Major League Baseball game, the All-Star game.
The one game?
Yeah, the one game. Thursday might be the real kicker.
Thursday's going to be rough.
Yeah, then we won't have no baseball to talk about. I suppose we better line up somebody for Thursday's show.
I got somebody in mind. Somebody that's been itching to get on the VIP pass.
We got another person that wants VIP status.
No, we got the guy that's on VIP status.
Oh yeah, we can get him on.
Yeah.
He's out of town.
Oh no, never mind.
That's why we can't do our little show. We're gonna tentatively do that a week from Wednesday.
Okay.
I wanted to do it this week, but
yeah, we both kind of wanted to do it this week because it's the All-Star break and there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but he was going to be gone this week.
Yeah, well, that creates a problem.
So we're going to tentatively do that a week from Wednesday. We'll get more details on that. He was supposed to send me some stuff, and he hasn't yet.
There
he
you go.
hasn't sent me any stuff.
We have a special show coming for you next week. Stay tuned.
Next Wednesday.
Other than that,
all right. Well,
that's all I got, man.
Another Monday has come and gone. We've blown off another Monday. Again, if you'd like to listen to the show again, you can go to our podcast section of any one of our social media sites. You can download the podcast of this show and listen to it again, or listen to it for the first time. Find out what we talked about in that first half hour. And we'll do it again tomorrow morning, shall we? 7 o'clock starting time here on Extreme Sports. It's Huddle Up. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.